This video is to give the members of Local 331 an update regarding the elections and the Department of Labor's embezzlement case against David Wesneski and Max Jaramillo. First of all, many of you are aware of the election results, but you're not aware that the election was rigged. Over 10 violations of the Constitution and Department of Labor requirements were committed. Also, there are some members stating that David promised things in return for their votes, which is illegal. The judges that David chose are his supporters, who openly campaigned and supported for him. 2 of the 3 judges, Dean and Walter, have received a high amount of overtime leading up to the election, and almost until the ballots were counted. Dean Marie stuffed and mailed ballots by himself without giving observers a notice prior to him doing so, which was done on purpose so that non-David supporters did not receive ballots. There are plenty more violations that will be discussed at a later time. Now, regarding the embezzlement case, the Department of Labor was here on January 8th to 10 interviewing Jennifer Perez, Cameron Worthington, Daryl Richardson, Max Jaramillo, and David Wesneski. The Department of Labor contacted me a week prior to this, informing me that none of the above names were answering his calls or returning his voicemails or emails. The DOL was wanting to arrange talking off-site, but since these officials chose not to cooperate, the Department of Labor had postal inspectors escort these individuals for questioning. It's safe to say that the charges will be filed in the near future. Now, this leads me to the last topic. I have received evidence that management has been paying David, Max, Daryl, April, Dean, and others that support these tyrants and are part of the clique grievance payouts that these people are not entitled to. This means that many of you are being robbed by management and the union because you didn't receive grievance money that legally you were entitled to, because the union is putting their names and their supporters' names on the payouts, so they benefit by enriching themselves and their supporters so they continue to vote for them. This is a legal scheme which falls under improper labor management relations, labor racketeering, embezzlement, and extortion. I have emailed the plant manager, Danelle Maestas, and HR informing them that they are interfering with union elections and union business. The oigs have been contacted as well, so they can hold these individuals accountable. Since my email, Danelle has assured me that this will stop, and that the union can no longer shop for supervisors to sign off on these illegal agreements. It's too late. This has been going on for over 6 years. Anyone that would support this illegal activity must be getting paid. Ask yourself this: if I was lying, why hasn't the union responded? I'll tell you why. Because this would open the door for all these records to be subpoenaed in a court setting. Hopefully this opens up your eyes to see the corruption that's going on. Thousands and thousands of dollars have been put in these tyrants' pockets instead of yours. I have since requested that David and Cameron provide us a list of who has received the most overtime from most to least, and who has received the most grievance payouts from most to least. I'm currently awaiting this list. I am sure they will not provide it, but it's okay. This has been turned over to the Department of Labor as well, so they can adjudicate. Lastly, the election has been protested. Mike Foster and other candidates have mailed in their protest. We will keep you updated to let you know what's going to happen. We're 99% sure the election will have to be redone.